This recording will address the AUC, which is the appropriate use criteria, which Medicare is implementing. It is mandatory in 2021. 2020 is a year of testing. It is required, but it is not mandatory, and there are no penalties associated to it. However, we are wanting to get it up and running so that we can make sure that in 2021 we are not missing anything. It is only for our patient populations, for outpatients, ED, and observation patients, and only for Medicare patients. And it also only includes the high-end scans, which are your MRIs, your PET CTs, your regular CTs, and your nuclear meds. So when you come into Meditech and you're ordering one of these tests, I'm going to order a head CT. And we're going to choose routine. And we choose a reason for exam. The reason for exam launches into the AUC if it is not a one-to-one match. So if you choose a reason that does not match the wording exactly in the AUC, it will launch. And as you will see, the reasons for exam in the AUC are wordy and complicated, so finding that and typing it in the first time is not going to be easy. We are working for ways to make that easier. When you click save, it launches you automatically into the AUC. And it gives you a list of reasons that are appropriate. And as you can see, a lot of them have a lot of words, so it's going to be difficult to get it exactly right. And if you're off one letter or whatever, then it will launch. So at this time, I'm going to choose head trauma as my reason. And it launches me to a second page, which gives me the score for that particular scan for that particular reason. If it is a 7, 8, or 9, that is good. The 4, 5, and 6 scores are borderline, and then the 1, 2, and 3s are unacceptable. So you can see it gives you a list of other options. So if you decide a CT is not what you want, you can choose the MRI and it will still give you a good score. It also gives you the relative cost and the relative radiation level that the patient will be receiving for that particular scan. If you decide that this is not the reason that you want to use, after all, if you get to this page and it gives you a score that is not what you desire, you can go back to select indication and cancel that and choose a different one. So if we choose birth injury instead, and it launches us to this page, you'll see that there's no score at all. So that is really not going to be acceptable. So we'll go back to the other page. You can also choose, if you X out this, it will take you back to the main page so that you can choose a different scan if you want something totally different. So we'll use the head trauma at this point, and we will click save. When you click save, it takes you right back to Meditech, where you can enter your PIN. The order is now saved. If we go to history and we look at that order, the head CT, you'll note that the NDC information is right here. NDSC is your National Decision Support Company. They're the ones that are doing the AUC for Meditech within Meditech. It also gives you an ID number for that patient for that scan. So if you were to change this to a different scan or use a different reason, this number would change. It is a unique modifier for this particular scan. And then it also shows you the appropriateness. So it is there and it flows onto the claims for Medicare so that they can see that we are following the procedures. If you are a doctor who orders from your office, those modifiers are going to be necessary if you send a patient to the hospital for a scan. Pretty much anybody who is doing these scans is going to need those so that they can get paid for them. In the end, we're not going to get paid for those that do not have those modifiers. If you have questions about this or would like a little bit more insight into it, feel free to give me, Shelley Rubo, a call at 6334. And I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you and have a great day.